Next is BB with multiple questions. As always, he goes, number one is, does user intent prevail over, I guess, over domain authority and page authority altogether? In my opinion, yes. And that's just because that's, again, the methods that, we've been teaching about activity, relevance, trust, and authority. And I stopped caring about third-party metrics several years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And we've really focused on relevancy and user intent, right? Which is, it's huge. And we've proven that, activity, relevance, trust, and authority. So if you're getting traffic, especially from a relevant audience, especially from a known relevant audience by Google, so a defined audience by Google, it can move the needle even for SEO. So, just that those engagement signals from an audience that Google understands or knows have an interest in that, right? That's a great ranking signal. So Marco can answer this better as far as the metric side of things, but I can tell you, I stopped giving a shit about third-party metrics 4 or 5 years ago, and I have not looked back since. I honestly just don't care about them. I care more about relevancy.
Ever since we started talking about activity, relevance, trust, and authority, the art of art, domain authority and page authority are Moz metrics. What's the other? Trust flow, citation flow.
Yeah,
that's Majestic. Then we have whatever Ahrefs,
domain rank, I think is Ahrefs, domain rank, I think.
Whatever algorithm it is that they're developed, none of those are Google and the distance graph. None. Now they might have a lot of smart people and might have a lot of former Google people. They might have a lot of engineers and smart people. I get it, and we all have access to the math, and we can all do the math, but only Google knows how the algorithm works. Having said that, we've seen time and again how someone coming in and providing, and it's not user intent, is the activity of that user on your website. What that user does on your website. So does the user come in, spend time on your website, watch your videos, scroll over your images, and then give you the information? Fill out the form. Or if what the goal that you said is to watch a video, or if the goal that you said is for a phone call, are the users doing that? Because if they're not, then the final goal isn't being accomplished, and Google will send them elsewhere where they can fulfill whatever it is that search query was looking to. It also depends on a search query, what it is that person is expected to do on the website. This is all AI now. That's watching all of this flow and watching for that, whatever the completion is. Has the customer been fulfilled, or do they go elsewhere and look for something else, and do they take action there? Well, then that gets a better signal than whatever you did. Or did they do a comparison and come back to your website? That's even better. So they went and looked, they looked at others, that's comparison shopping, they come back to you and they give you the information, boom, cinched. I mean, that activity, not user intent, but activity trumps anything on the web. I don't care what it is. You can talk about page speed and all this other shit that Google's coming up with to try to trick people into doing things other than what they're supposed to be doing, which is focusing on that entity and getting that person to complete the goal that you set for them on that page.
There you go.